about a new anime, or okay, it's not new anymore, but I want to talk about an anime I've just somewhat recently really gotten into, which really shouldn't be all that surprising. And I realized, I haven't talked about this anime much on my YouTube channel except for the Mother's Day special. So I want to talk about it right now. Before I do, I just want to say why it took me so long to even discuss this anime. And that is because this anime has really been hyped for me. Everybody talked about it at anime conventions. Long story short about Bleach is one of the few animes and the few TV shows that has not only lived up to the hype, but has actually surpassed my expectations. That's how good I thought Bleach was. And I want to thank a co-worker of mine, Jonathan, who no longer works with us. We kind of had to fire him for other reasons. But I want to thank him for getting me into Bleach and for keep pestering me about it. Now, like I said, the reason why I kept procrastinating Bleach is because a lot of people have really overhyped animes for me that I didn't think was all that great when I finally started watching it. But, I don't want to name names. Naruto! A lot of people are dressed up as cosplays for this. Well, gee, Cartoon Network, how could there be so many fans if the ratings are so bad? Fraud. Anyway, so, instead of going on and on and on, I realized I should just do a quick list for you. I want to talk about Bleach. Now, Bleach is an anime I kind of drag my feet over. Like, everybody keep asking me, so did you see Bleach yet? I'll see it when I have time. Hey, so did you check out Bleach yet? Oh, no, I haven't. Just give me some time. Actually, you know what? I want to thank my coworkers for getting me into this one. Because I got some of my coworkers into anime, and then they got me into another anime. So, see, I told you. Remember my list of how to save anime and spread anime fandom? Spread the word. It goes both ways. Now, I have, in 2009, I watched the first couple of episodes of Bleach. Was thoroughly impressed. But for some weird reason, I stopped watching it all of a sudden. I guess once again I started procrastinating it. And it's like, yeah, I'll pick it up where it leaves off when I had time. Then a month ago, or should I say 2 months ago, at work we had a power outage here in town. And the power outage knocked out my work. Here's what was cool, is where I live was unaffected, but where my job was at was affected. So I got a full day off from all 3 of my jobs, and that has not happened in a very long time. So I had a day off, so besides doing film and video editing, I realized, you know what, I haven't seen Bleach in a long time. I should catch up where I left off. So I had myself a Bleach marathon about a month or 2 ago, and that's why I want to talk about this right now. Top 5 reasons why I like, why I love Bleach so far. Number 5, the music, especially the opening credits song. Now, as you saw in my top 12 best opening credits song, Bleach made number 5 on my list of best opening credits songs. I was thoroughly impressed by the song by Asterisk. And, of course, the level, the speed, the animation, the way they did it was unbelievable. But I'm not just talking about the opening credits song. I'm talking about the music inside. It's so dramatic. The theme song they have before a hollow comes out almost sounds like the theme song from Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah. And even music like this is almost tearjerkers.
I got him involved in all this. It's my fault that Ichigo's dead! So what the hell's wrong with me going to him?
Whoever did the music for Bleach did a fantastic job. And now, although I really missed that first opening theme song opening, because when they go to the rescue arch and everything, they have a different opening theme song. It's like, oh, come on, I missed the Asterisk one. Number 4, the weapons. I am thoroughly impressed with the weapons. This is something a lot of anime fans told me at conventions to look out for. Now, I was kind of worried about this one because, I'm an Inuyasha fan, and I see Bleach with a really big sword, and I'm thinking, oh, is this a ripoff or something like that? I don't know. And the thing is, everybody kept showing off with these big swords, and I started to notice they all had zanpakutos, that's what they call them. And I realized, if they all have zanpakutos, is that really going to be much competition? That shut me up in episode 18.
Fight me as an equal? Come back in 2,000 years! Roar, Sabimaru! Now open your eyes! see what lies before you, and fall upon your prey!
That was really cool, how they took an ordinary samurai sword, and then you just say its name. Your name is Toby! Kinte! Kunte Kinte! I said, your name is Toby! Then it turns into a really big Zanpakuto. That was really cool. And I know Inuyasha did the same thing with the little itsy-bitsy dinky sword, and it turns into a big Tetsaiga. But the fact that all the Soul Reapers have to have a sword, and what was really cool is that no two swords, no two Zanpakutos are exactly the same. Some are projected ones, some are curvy swords, some are throwing swords, some like Renji's are like, yeesh, how did Ichigo survive that? Number 3. Now, in spite of the fact this is number 3, in many ways, this is the most important category when it comes to anime, or cartoons, or TV shows, or whatever. The villains. The Hollows. I like the Hollows. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm kind of scared of ghosts and demons and all that jazz, but the Hollows, these things are freaking awesome. And the fact that no two Hollow is exactly the same, other than the fact they have that Shao Kahn mask in front of them. But the fact that the Hollows are actually souls who've lost their way, lost souls who've turned into these demons, and some of them are actually redeemable, like what happened to poor Orihime's brother, and so on. That was a tearjerker episode too. Well, now, many of you who have not seen Bleach are wondering, what's a Hollow? Well, they're called Hollows because they have no heart. What are you talking about? They're dead. They have no heart anyway. Well, I mean, they have no heart. They have no soul. They're just walking, talking, empty demons who just go around killing people and eating their souls and so on. And it's up to the Soul Reapers to defeat them and send them on, you know, have them move on to the next life or whatever. And it's up to Quincy's to just kill them permanently, which I honestly can't blame them for. But it ain't just the villains. The Soul Reaper Society. The Soul Society. When they first went into the entry arc, these people pissed me off. They're going to kill Rukia for, in my opinion, a rather small crime. So like, you turn mortal, you pig, you Rukia, I'm going to kill you. So, turns out that the Soul Society is run by a bunch of bureaucrats.
Just like Washington. Hi-oh! Seriously, don't forget to vote on November 2nd.
Or the Men in Black from The X-Files and so on. That's the vibe I got from the Soul Society. Now, I know later that not all the Soul Reapers were bad, and many of them become allies. But, again, I considered them villains in the second and third arch. Now, what do you mean, what do you mean arches? Well, Bleach doesn't go by seasons. It doesn't go season 1, season 2, season 3, whatever. It goes by arches. They call them arcs or arches. I don't know. The emotional... Alright, 2 is going to be a tie. I should start with the emotional aspect of this show. There's times where it's just downright a tearjerker, and then there's times that's a perfect comedy. Bleach, like Ranma, is a multiple one. It's got action, it's got comedy, it's a teensy bit smidge of romance, it has your drama, it's another all-you-can-eat buffet of anime. But here's where I am phenomenally impressed with Bleach, that I'm stunned by. They have done what many other animes usually aren't perfect at, and they have done what many American things get wrong. They get the timing of the comic relief right. For example, Cohen. Now, I knew about Cohen even before I got into Bleach, and I hate to say this, Cohen was one of the reasons I kept procrastinating watching Bleach. Stuffed doll. The show can't be that good if it features a stuffed animal. It looks like Winnie the Pooh. But Cohen, I really like his character, and he also has a need, a purpose. He's not Jar Jar Binks, who's there for the comic relief alone in order to annoy the hell out of you. He has a purpose. He possesses Ichigo's body when he goes into Soul Reaper form. That is useful. And his antics and his mischief when he's in the teddy bear form is, well, it reminds me of Hapasai, but it is just so friggin' funny, and I really enjoy Cohen. But here's where I love Cohen the most, is that he does his stuff at the right time. He doesn't severely overstay his welcome, and when the scene is over, we just move on. There's also times, like I said, where the show just... Like, I haven't cried watching Bleach yet, but I was this close when Rukia got taken away by Renji, and when Rukia said this to Ichigo. if I can show this.
Rukia, what are you doing?
You are just a human. You are just a lowly human. How dare you grab my brother like that? You better learn your place!
Hey!
Don't move! Take even one step, or try to come after me, and I will never ever forgive you.
Rukia! Rukia! And then this happens.
But is that right? At first my body was so cold, but now I feel warmth. It's warm.
Oh, what a good reaction. Quite excellent.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, I needed that. But here's what's tied with number 2. The way they did the script, or should I say the way the episodes are done. Can I tell you the number one reason why I kept procrastinating watching Bleach, even after I got into it? Even after I watched like the first 5 episodes and was impressed and was like, hey, the show's really good. But then I got to go a couple of months without watching the next episode and so on. Can I tell you the number one reason why I did that? Because in anime, especially anime, they do this a lot. They'll kind of milk it. They'll just do the same thing over and over and over again for like 50 to 100 episodes, and then they'll move on to the next act. I assumed, incorrectly, Bleach was going to do the same thing. Like the Substitute arc, which I really love the Substitute arc. They could have easily milked that for another 20 or 30 episodes if they wanted to. Hell, even if I was the executive, I was like, no, you don't have to move on to the next segment. Just milk some more episodes here. We could use the money in the commercial franchising. It certainly does not take its sweet little time like certain other animes do. Dragon Ball Z. They progress the story at an actual good pace, and it works. I gotta hand it to the writers. That's astounding. I was so used to anime just taking its sweet, sweet, sweet time, and me watching like 50 episodes of pretty much the same thing before something moved on, that I was stunned when the show moved on at the right pace. I have to commend you for that. And the number one reason why I why I love Bleach so far, the characters. The characters. I love each and every single character in this show. The good ones, the bad ones. I like everybody in this show. The side characters, the background characters. I am impressed with everybody. They have so many characters in this show, and the fact that each one is well written, each one has that good a background, astonishes me. This guy worried me. Now, when he first showed up in episode 10, I was like, oh no, not another Hercule, not another Hercule. But no, he's not another Hercule. He actually does his job, and he doesn't steal credit, unlike Hercule, which stole credit for the Cell games when it was Goku and Gohan who did it. But damn, I mean, all these characters are, I cannot believe how well these characters are all written. I'm not kidding you. There's not one character I dislike so far. Well, the purple-haired girl that was with the commander. Oh yeah, you know what the best part is? And here's where you're all going to hate me. I have met both voice actors. I have met Michelle Ruff, who did the voice of Rukia from Bleach, and I've met Johnny Young Bosch, who did the voice of Ichigo. Thoroughly impressed with Bleach so far. And again, I'm not too far, and I want my fans to do me a favor. No spoilers down there.